Good morning. My name is Richard Wishnie. I'm the Commissioner of the Department of Emergency Services for Westchester County. I'm delighted to welcome everyone here today to a very special program. We're going to have an opportunity to see a new state-of-the-art truck that houses our technical rescue team. The team is celebrating its 15th anniversary, and we're very proud of all of the members. We have approximately 50 members. They're volunteers that staff the technical rescue team and respond whenever there's a call for assistance throughout the county of Westchester. We have approximately 50 members, and we have some representatives here today, and you'll meet some of them and see some of our equipment. During County Executive Latimer's tenure as a county legislator, we started the effort. I joined him as a member of the legislature at that time, and we started the effort to put together this technical rescue team. And it took several years to get together all the resources and the political will to get it done. But I want to thank him this morning. As you can see, we've come a long way since the beginning of those efforts. And without further ado, I'd like to bring up to the podium to present the program today, County Executive George Latimer.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Commissioner. And Richard's commitment, dating back to the time 20 years ago when he and I served together as colleagues in the legislature, continues forward today during his tenure currently with the department, and even in the intervening years. He has been a source to advocate for things that are necessary and proper. And so I'm very appreciative of his leadership, the leadership of Susan Spears, Deputy Commissioner of the Department, and these men and the women who really show their professionalism every day. The specifics of what this truck means is very important, but more generally, it's important to understand that many things that county government does may be invisible to the average person. We have a tremendous park system, 55 parks. People go to the parks and they see Kensico Dam Plaza, they see Playland, they see Glen Island. They don't see the behind-the-scenes work that's done in the Department of Emergency Services. They don't see the dispatch function. They don't see the fire training function that goes on here. And again, what these men and what the facilities can do. You need it when you need it, and you need it at a moment's notice. So you may not know that it's there, but what gives us comfort is to know that we have it available when certain types of things happen. And I think as much as we're going to praise our equipment today, we need to praise the men and women of this department for what they've done. What we're celebrating today specifically is a brand new vehicle that we have that's going to enhance our operations and our capabilities. This is a brand new truck. This replaces a vehicle that was manufactured in 2000 and was obtained secondhand by the county in 2006. It performed the functions asked of it as a mechanical equipment very well over the years, but it was time to make the investment for the next 20 years or the next 15 years of what's needed. This vehicle is known as Rescue 77. It's fully funded by a federal grant, which means it's not property taxpayer money that goes into the obtaining of this. And this is on display with tremendous items of equipment that it can carry to fill its mission, and I'm going to let the professionals talk about it. I'm not a 12-year-old boy anymore, but if I was a 12-year-old boy, I want to crawl all through this truck, touch everything, look at everything, be taught how it works, just because it is a fabulous combination of equipment that can be used for very specialized needs. And when we have that need, to have the equipment and to have the men and women trained on how to use it is absolutely essential. Our Department of Emergency Services Chief of Special Operations is with us today, Doug Stiller. He's going to speak about the detail, the specifications of the equipment, and how the vehicle enhances our technical rescue ability to carry out the mission that we have. Our Chief Bill Dingy of the Services Division is on vacation, a well-deserved vacation, but Doug Stiller is with us, extremely knowledgeable. So please, Chief Stiller, come tell us more about the specifics.
Good morning. As the county executive said, my name is Doug Stiller, Chief of Special Operations for Westchester County Department of Emergency Services. This vehicle is a 2021 Spartan Hackney combination rescue truck. It is an upgrade to the vehicle that we had. It allows us to put our personnel all in one location, allows communication between all those folks while they're responding out to a call and doing their assessment as they're getting to an incident. That also, the upgrades in the vehicle allow better protection for those members as they're responding out there. The truck is a fully equipped airbag, traction control, anti-braking systems that are definitely new upgrades you find to heavy vehicles nowadays compared to cars that have had them for years. On top of that, this vehicle allows us larger storage capacity to carry all the specialized equipment that we need. As the technical rescue team for the county, we are the helpers to the local fire service for those calls that they don't go to on a regular basis. All right, so things like swift water rescue, building collapses similar to what has occurred recently in Miami. All right. We do high-angle rope rescues, low-angle rope rescue, trench collapses, and other incidents like that, which the local fire departments have to focus on the everyday things. We come in with the expertise on top of that to assist them with those specialized calls. On top of that, because of the expanded capacity of the truck, it allows us to actually carry more of our equipment on the vehicle and have it ready for response out there compared to some of the things that we used to have to carry on the shelves here in the warehouse behind me. So on top of that, besides the brand new truck, the second truck that is behind us is another vehicle of ours that we have refurbished, and we have increased the safety features in that as well, in making sure that that's upgraded to meet the standards for today and the capacities of that vehicle as well. With me today is Chief Dave Hughes from Mount Kisco. Chief is going to come up and speak a little bit about how our team has supported us. Our team has supported him in the past, a recent call that we had last year in Mount Kisco.
Good morning. My name is Chief David Hughes from the Mount Kisco Fire Department. I'm actually the chief of the department. On July 31st of 2020, approximately 1,700 hours, we were dispatched to a balcony collapse at a residential co-op building. The 8th floor balcony collapsed to the 6th floor. Initially, we were unknown if there were any injuries. The paramedic went and confirmed there was no injuries at that time. Upon the fire department's arrival, I quickly began to access or secure the collapse with ropes. Due to the size of the building and the potential for further collapse, I quickly called the county technical rescue team to assist. It was way above my pay grade, and I knew that we had the resources to help. Guidance and knowledge from Doug and his team beneficial to preventing further incident, and nobody was hurt. Thank you.
I've had the good fortune in my public career to serve as a councilman in my home community at the local level of government, similar to where the chief is in the village of Mount Kisco. I've also had the pleasure of serving in the state legislature in both houses. And I've come to believe that the best way to look at Westchester County is not as a little version of the state government, but rather as a larger version of a local government, a regional local government. And this is completely within the vision of that type of service. The 45 municipalities, the cities, the towns, and the villages that make up Westchester County, the Mount Kiscos of the world, the Bedfords, even as big as Yonkers, as small as Pound Ridge, are local governments that provide police, fire, sanitation, snow removal, and so forth. The county, as a regional government, provides certain regional functions. We treat sewage, we run a bus system, we run a county jail. But it's in moments like this where you realize that not every Mount Kisco, not every Pound Ridge, not every Larchmont Village can afford to have the kind of professional skill and the equipment available to do certain types of things. And so therefore we fulfill our mission as a county when we do that in concert with villages, towns, and cities. When we look at the need of a Mount Kisco, just as Chief Hughes described in that particular situation, as needing some additional help. That's why we have a bomb squad unit within our public safety department. Not every community can have a bomb squad unit. But this facility and these trained individuals are there to help in situations like Chief Hughes has just mentioned. And when we do that, we're fulfilling the role of county government. Many people don't understand what the county government does, not really clear to them in their minds, and sometimes that's fine. You really don't want to know the details of treating sewerage. You just want to make sure that it's treated properly and it's where it should be and not where it might back up. But it's important to know that these men and women have been trained on how to save lives, how to protect property, and they're prepared to put themselves in harm's way in a moment's notice, because when the call comes to use a service like this, you don't know exactly what kind of a crisis you're going to go into. And they're trained for a variety of crises, but when that happens in real time, there's no time to get on the job training. You need to have a good sense of what to do. So we're grateful for as I've said before, for the men and women here. We're grateful for the cooperation we have with the local governments of this county, that we can work together in harmony, something that I think people want to see. They don't want to see us fighting. They want to see us working together to solve a problem. And what's more important than a crisis that happens of some sort for which this rescue team and rescue truck can deal with. So we're happy today to announce this. This is a matter of importance. We hope we never have to use it in a crisis situation. We hope that it's never a matter of a few minutes in which we save a life or lose a life, but we're prepared to do, as a county, the things that are needed to do because of these brave men and women and because of the equipment that we provide them. And my personal commitment, I know the commissioner's commitment, deputy commissioner's commitment, is that we will always have the right equipment available, and if we don't have it here today, then we'll get it, and we'll make sure the right training is available and the right compensation, because people who are out there putting their lives on the line deserve every bit of support that we can provide them. With that, if there's any questions from the press, we're happy to try to address them. If it's even slightly technical, I'm going to bring Doug Stiller back here to explain it. But I'm happy to try if there are. There are no questions. Very good. Then if there are members of the press watching this, getting the feed, they're welcome to call Catherine Chaffee at 995-2932, and she'll be happy to connect them with a way to answer any of those questions. Outside of that, I want to thank Commissioner Wishnie and Deputy Commissioner Spear, the men and women of the Department of Emergency Services, and I think probably it's a good idea to roll up the truck and let everybody see what's inside, get a good visual that way. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day.